Hey guys, it's Greg here, and for the Cool Tool Duel, I'm going to talk to you guys about Chromebooks. So, what are they? Chromebooks are more or less laptops designed to run Google apps. They're basically Google machines. There's lots of different versions, some big, some small. There's some real expensive. Like I saw a Chromebook Pixel going for about $1,000, and then there's also an Asus version going for just under 170. Most of them do run in the range of between $200 and $300. And actually today I want to specifically focus on the HP Chromebook 11. That's the version that I'm pretty familiar with. That's the one that we use at Wasco High School. So the HP Chromebook 11 G3, it comes in a lot of different colors. Our school got the black version. We're super creative, but there's white, blue, green, all different kinds of colors. It has an 11.6-inch HD display. Not too big, but not too small. I mean, just right for what you need. It's pretty thin, just under an inch, and a little bit less than 3 pounds, so not too heavy either. It has around 8-hour battery life, which is perfect for a school day. Sometimes we let them sit out all day and just run through them one after another, so it gets we're able to use them quicker. But most of the time we plug them in after every period. The best part about the HP Chromebook, and the reason I really wanted to show it to you guys, is because it boots in seconds. Most laptops, maybe some of you are familiar with this back when you were in school, they take forever to log on. But these ones are pretty instantaneously. Within seconds, you're on there, you just email and password, and it's pretty much ready to go. It doesn't have to load all that software, and I'll explain that in a second. So who developed it? It's a little bit up in the air. When I was looking up some research on this product, Jeff Nielsen's name kept popping up as far as it was his idea to have a kind of a piece of technology where you could instantaneously log on to and do what you needed to do. But he doesn't really get credit for it because there was kind of a falling out between him and Google and getting this taken care of. So it ends up being credited to a bunch of other engineers and a big culmination of a lot of groups of people working together to get this done. The first Chromebook was released to the public for sale on June 15th, 2011, and specifically the HP Chromebook 11 came out on October 20th, 2013. So how does it work? The Chromebooks run Google Chrome operating systems. They're pretty similar to just about every other laptop, but they really do have a super fast startup time. Does not have to load all that other information because it's stored on the cloud and accesses Google Apps, and they're able to pull that information when you need it and not have to load everything all at once. And they can be linked through the school, so you can have 10 computers linked up, or you can have 10,000 computers linked up, which is good as far as controlling what the kids can view and what they can't. Okay, for the basic tech requirements, internet is obviously going to be a must. They're pretty much designed to run off the internet and aren't very useful unless you have an internet connection. You can run like Google Docs and Gmail and things like that, but if you really want everything to be saved, you need internet access because it is saved to the cloud. Also, you need to be familiar with Google Apps. If you don't know how to use all those or utilize them, they're not going to be as much of an advantage for you. But there is training. I went to one and I learned a lot really quick, and they're super easy to understand. There's accessories like a mouse and headphones, things like that. There's a lot of plug and play devices you can use with these Chromebooks. And then when you're using a lot of them, especially for a classroom, I put a picture up there of a charging station, and you can simply just plug them in and save them for the next period to use. How can teachers use it? I think this is an awesome tool. Chromebooks work perfectly for Google Classroom, and they can all access, all your students can access it right there in front of you. They can use the Google Chromebooks on the internet for research. They can do their assignments. They can create presentations. We actually do a lot of testing on the Chromebooks, and it's great because we don't have to create the tests by hand. We can do them on Google Forms, or we use a program called Edams, and it pretty much grades it out on its own, and the answers are already plugged in. So almost instantaneously we can give them feedback, and then also we can give them feedback through comments on their Google Docs or Google app that they're using, and it's more personal. Uh, Instead of having to go to that student and pull them aside, like, hey, this assignment wasn't done correctly, they can you can kind of shoot them a little side note. I hope that you found this interesting, and definitely take a look at Chromebooks.